Hey everybody, what's up? How are y'all doing? Before this video starts, I just want to say a few things. I'm not going to make an update video because I know nobody's going to watch it. So please just listen for like a minute and a half. First, I just want to say sorry for being out for like a month and a half. I just had to take some time out to think about what I really wanted to do with this channel. I wasn't done. I just had to do some thinking and just take a step back and just realize what I really wanted to do with this channel, because I realized though it's growing, it's not growing at the pace that I thought it would be. And that's not on y'all. That's not on y'all. That's on me. It's all on me. So I had to take a step back and think about how I want to handle that. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for the continued support in my absence. And I'm glad you guys are still strong and still loving the Digimon, high-octane Digimon action. Now what I'm going to do for the channel from here on out until the foreseeable future. Still have a goal of 3,000 subscribers, but I'm just going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to bring back some old series like Top 5s, the Digivice. If you're OG, you might know that is. And of course, Pokemon vs. Digimon Battle Edition. I love doing that series. So I'm going to bring it back better than ever. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So stay tuned for those days for some good old Digimon action. So thank you, and let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Yeah. Welcome to another Top 5 video. And if you can read, unlike me, then you know today's video is all about my 5 favorite leaders of the Digidestined. As a fan for nearly 20 years, I can say this list can be pretty definitive. But again, this list is also purely based on my opinion. Leave your own list in the comments below, and ready or not, let's go. At the bottom of the list, at number 5, Is Davis Mo Tamiya. It's no secret that I'm not his biggest fan. I even put him on my list as one of my least favorite characters, and that still stands. He's obnoxious, immature, and tends to rub people the wrong way at times. It wasn't until the middle of the season when his good quality started to outshine his bad. But hey, that's called character development. He is a loyal friend and will put others before him when the situation calls for it. Because he believes in second chances, he was able to convince Ken to join the team after his reign as the Digimon Emperor ended. Davis's high-headedness does translate to courage, as he will never back down from the overwhelming odds. When I was younger, I simply did not like him and thought he was just a cheap imitation of Ty. But Davis is his own person and leads in his own way. I still say TK should have been the leader, but that video's already been made. Next up is Marcus Damon, leader of the Digimon Data Squad. I don't dislike Marcus. He just doesn't have that much going for him. He reminds me of the typical hot-headed anime protagonist. A fighter, not a thinker. Marcus would rather throw hands than words. His boisterous personality causes him to make poor first impressions to those he first meet. However, despite his rough exterior, he's far from a bad person. In the beginning, he fights to get personally stronger, and as the story progresses, he fights to protect his friends and family. Unlike the other leaders on this list, he can actually physically hurt enemy Digimon, and after seeing that for the first time, I thought that was actually pretty cool. Though Marcus isn't the best student, in his case, brawn of a brains works just fine. At number 3, we have the leader of the 3rd season of Digimon, Ducato Mizuki. I believe Ducato represents any adolescent boy who suddenly has the weight of 2 worlds thrust upon him. He grew up with thinking that Digimon was just a franchise, something to be enjoyed with his friends, and he loved it. When Ducato found out digital monsters were indeed real, his entire world changed, and along the way, he changed with it. At first, he was an amateur tamer, not really knowing what to do and just skating by on the raw talent of his Digimon partner. He's also very emotional, so sometimes, for better or worse, his feelings could override his judgment. With the help of his friends, we actually get to see him grow into a pretty competent leader and tamer. Of all the leaders, Ducato has the kindest heart, preferring to talk things through rather than rush headfirst into a potentially dangerous situation. However, when the occasion calls for it, his care for others will allow him to act appropriately. And being the protagonist of the darkest season of Digimon, he needed to grow up, and quick. These last 2 spots were really hard to properly place because these last 2 leaders are stupid awesome for similar reasons. After much deliberation and war within my head, I've come to a consensus. Taking the silver medal is Takamiya Kanbara. As the bearer of the Spirit of Flame, his personality is that of a typical goggle-head leader, energetic, courageous, but also stubborn. Takuya is, though, a naturally born leader, looking out for the well-being of others, especially Tommy, who reminds him of his younger brother. The stubborn part of his personality has led to some conflicts with his friends, like with other leaders, but a particular incident comes to mind when going over Takuya's growth as a leader. After the first encounter in defeat by Duskmon, the children were undecided with what to do to overcome this foe. Takuya believed that they can take him on, but Koji believes he is far too powerful. The two later have a discussion on their purpose in the digital world, but Takuya seems unsure as to what that really means. Koji doesn't want anyone to get hurt due to a reckless decision, and asks if Takuya can promise him that. Spoiler alert! He can't, as Koji is later severely injured by Duskmon later on. Demoralized from causing his friend pain, Takuya returns to the real world. It took a little time, but he soon understands Koji's words about their purpose in the digital world, and what his role as a leader should be. Even in the face of adversity, he shouldn't run. It is the sort of action that made it so hard to decide between first and second place. Believe me, it was a close call. But at number 1 is the OG himself, Takamiya. Seeing as every other leader bear at least one aspect of Tai, I guess it only makes sense that he's number 1. When you think of Tai, what word comes to mind? Go ahead, put that word in the comments below. I think the appropriate word should be courage. That is his crest and his biggest traits his friends know him for. That and his large hair. More often than not, Tai is more than willing to challenge any sort of adversity, whether it be Devimon, Edamon, the Dark Masters, anything. But what makes Tai a great leader isn't just his fearlessness, but his growth along the way. From the jump, he was always charismatic and capable of rallying his friends behind him, but he was also prone to reckless behavior. Even as a young child, one of his poor decisions almost led to his sister's death, something that's haunted him for years. Though good of heart, he won't back down from a challenge. Case in point, when Matt challenged him to a fight after his talk with Cherrymon. Despite his more rougher traits, he is quick to admit when he is wrong and does whatever possible to make up for it. It is because of Tai that the original team is able to stay together and accomplish whatever it is they needed to do. Thanks for watching, and please leave your own list down below. I wanted to do this video for a while, so I'm glad I finally got around to do it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you have any ideas for more top 5s, let me know. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all later.